Signs someone has bewitched you. Now that's the title of this video. Hey, my name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. Number one sign that someone has bewitched you: unexplainable attraction. You find yourself inexplicably drawn to someone you can't stop thinking about, even though there's no logical reason for this intense connection. It's not love at first sight. It's more of an overpowering magnetism that leaves you unable to break free no matter how much you try. Number two sign is loss of control. At times, you feel like your own actions are out of your control, as if you're being pulled in directions you never intended. This can be especially noticeable in relationships where you're suddenly acting in ways that feel unlike yourself. The other sign that someone has bewitched you: dreams and nightmares. You begin experiencing vivid dreams, often involving the person in question. These dreams may feel unusually real, with emotions that stick with you even after you wake up. Alternatively, you might start having nightmares, feeling oppressed or manipulated by their presence. Then there's the physical sensations. Certain physical sensations such as tingling or sudden chills may accompany their presence or thoughts of them. It's as though their energy is affecting your body in ways that are hard to describe but hard to ignore. Then there's the confusion and clouded thinking. Your thoughts become clouded when they are around or when you think about them. It's like you can't think clearly and your mind becomes foggy, almost as if something is distorting your clarity or focus. Then there's sudden obsession. You develop an obsession with someone you barely know, or you can't shake the idea of them from your mind. Your thoughts often spiral back to them, and your daily life seems overshadowed by an obsession you don't want but can't control. Another sign someone has bewitched you is unusual luck. Your luck begins to shift in strange and inconsistent ways. Sometimes you feel as though things are going too well, and other times you are cast by an unexplainable streak of bad luck. It feels like you are either being manipulated or you're stuck in a cycle. You're stuck in a cycle of highs and lows. The other sign someone has bewitched you is synchronicities. You experience odd coincidences or synchronizations that seem too perfect to be random. Whether it's hearing the same song when you think about them or bumping into them in strange places, the universe seems to be aligning in unusual ways around their presence. Another sign someone has bewitched you is extreme emotional reactions. Your emotional responses become exaggerated, especially in relation to this person. One moment you may feel ecstatic and the next overwhelmed with sadness, often without any clear reason for the shift. Your emotional state feels more volatile than usual. The other sign someone has bewitched you is paranoia or anxiety. You might begin feeling a heightened sense of paranoia or anxiety. Sometimes something doesn't feel right, and you start questioning everything they say or do. You might even start worrying that there's something hidden beneath the surface that you can't quite put your finger on. Then there's the physical exhaustion. You feel unusually drained or fatigued around them. Being in their presence might leave you feeling emotionally and physically exhausted, as if you've been under some sort of subtle stress or strain you are unaware of. Then you have this inability to say no. You notice that you find it almost impossible to say no to their requests or demands, no matter how unreasonable. You might feel as though you are being forced into compliance even when you don't want to. You experience sudden emotions that seem out of place. For instance, you might feel inexplicably happy, sad, or even fearful when you are near them or after having interacted with them, as if they have the ability to alter your mood without meaning to. After spending time with them, you might start to experience strange physical symptoms that don't have a medical explanation, such as headaches, nausea, or muscle cramps. This could be linked to stress or energy being manipulated around you. You may feel like this person can somehow predict your thoughts or actions. They might say things you are just thinking, or they seem to know exactly what you need or want without you saying a word. When you are around this person, time seems to either speed up or slow down in a way that feels unnatural. You may look at the clock and realize hours have passed without you noticing, or you could feel trapped in an eternal moment that never seems to end. You have this constant pull or tension. There's an invisible force drawing you back to them, like a gravitational pull that you can't escape. Even if you try to put distance between you, you find yourself inevitably coming back to them or feeling an intense urge to reconnect. Sometimes you feel detached from reality, or as if you are in a dreamlike state when interacting with them. Your sense of time place and self may begin to blur, making you feel disoriented or out of sync with the real world. You begin receiving strange, repetitive thoughts that are almost like messages, either directly or symbolically from them. These messages might be intrusive, popping into your mind even when you are trying to focus on something else. You might feel an uncomfortable sense of invasion of your personal space, even if they aren't physically near you. It's like their presence is inescapable, surrounding you, creating a boundary that you can't break through. When you think about them or prepare to meet them, you get a sense of dread or unease. This feeling might be hard to shake, and it often feels like a warning that something is off, though you can't quite pinpoint the source of your discomfort. You might begin to hear their voice in your head, as if they are speaking to you without actually being there. These voices might be words of encouragement or whispers of negativity, influencing your thoughts and actions without your consent. You begin to feel like you can't escape them or the situations they put you in. No matter how much you try to distance yourself, you feel as though something or someone is preventing you from breaking free from their influence. Your perception of reality starts to warp in their presence, making you question what is real and what is imagined. Ordinary situations might feel heightened, exaggerated, or out of place, and you might begin to doubt your own experiences. Your behavior starts changing in ways you don't fully understand. You might adopt mannerisms, habits, or even speech patterns that feel foreign to you, as if their influence is creeping into your personality. You become hyper aware of their emotions, almost as if you can feel them as your own. If they are happy, you are happy. If they are angry, you feel a surge of irritation without knowing why. It's like the emotional state is contagious, spreading to you without your permission. You develop an overwhelming need for the approval of or validation, even when you don't usually seek this from others. Your sense of self-worth seems increasingly tied to their opinions or reactions, leaving you feeling insecure when they are not around. You often get the feeling that you are being watched, even when you are alone. It is as though their eyes are always on you, or as though they can sense your every move, giving you a deep sense of unease. There's a constant pressure on your chest when you're around them, or even just thinking about them. It's as though something heavy is weighing on you, making it difficult to breathe, or think clearly. Everything feels off, your surroundings, your body, and your thoughts, when they are near. You may feel as though you are out of your element, disconnected from your sense of comfort, and completely out of your depth. Now, these signs all reflect the concept of bewitchment, whether metaphorically or literally, exploring how someone's influence can alter your mind, body, and emotions in ways that feel inexplicable. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Make sure to share this video widely to all those who may need it. Thank you.